Hey guys, Christian Bachu coming at you with Solo Macchiato. Let's talk about what is a macchiato. Well, first of all, in order to do that, I think we need to talk about what a macchiato is not. And it is definitely not this. Oh, is it because we forgot the caramel sauce? Let's put on some caramel sauce. Drizzle it right on top. Oh yeah, baby. Let's get this. Look, this fence looking thing. Huh? Most of you are looking at that and probably like, oh yeah. Oh no. No. This is definitely not what a macchiato is. The term macchiato in Italian actually means marked or stained. So essentially, what we're looking at is taking espresso and just marking it or staining it with some thick frothed milk. Now, in a little bit, I'm gonna go and pull some shots of espresso and get some steamy, frothy milk going. But before we continue, if you haven't yet hit that like button and or subscribed, please go ahead and do so. It helps me tremendously and I'm able to bring out way more content with all this cool machinery that I got. Does the coffee you use matter? Oh, I'm really glad you asked the question to that. The answer is absolutely. You really want very tasty espresso because a macchiato won't take away any imperfections. Today we're going to be using this absolutely awesome Brazilian yellow Bourbon. It's one of my main go-tos. I do find that in my machine, I tend to use Brazilian espressos more often than not when I'm trying to do more traditional drinks. However, do I like my light roasts? Oh, yes, I do. Next, let's talk a little bit about what glasses we're gonna be using to pull our shots into. And yep, it's this little guy. Why? Because even this 3-ounce shot glass is far more than enough for even a double shot of espresso with foamed milk on top. What? Yeah. Yes, guys. This is the size of a macchiato. None of this 6-ounce macchiato stuff with a triple ristretto shot. We'll talk about all of that in another video. But for now, those little guys are it. This guy right here, definitely not the right glass. We could probably make a latte or a cappuccino or something in that glass, but definitely not a macchiato. All right, guys. I'm back with my little single shot of yummy, very well balanced spelling espresso. And then over here, I've got some really frothy milk, okay? Very frothy milk. Not the silky milky stuff that we like in our lattes or even extremely silky like we like in our flat whites, but nice, fluffy, well aerated. And if we take a spoon and take a nice big dollop of the foam from the top layer and we simply just place it on top of our espresso, we've got ourselves a macchiato. And since this is a single shot of espresso, we call this a solo macchiato. Man, life is beautiful. Oh, that is so good. It retains that heavy body of the espresso, but it just slightly lightens it up, sweetens it up with the heated milk where the sugars in the milk have just, warmed up nicely and they come forward. Oh, what an absolutely lovely, amazing drink. But what happens now if you take a whole bunch of this, you take a few dollops and then you pour in some milk, you now get this much bigger drink. But technically, by definition, the 1 finger's worth of espresso with about 2 fingers worth of steamed milk and then foam on top, technically this is a mini cappuccino. How does it taste? Well, honestly, it tastes amazing, but it is completely different drink. Okay, it is way smoother, there's way more milk in there, and then that foam on top just gives it a very different texture. However, when I was frequenting the big coffee chains out there, and I was asking for a solo macchiato, so just a single espresso shot with a little bit of milk foam on top, very often the baristas, I would see them, they would put tons of foam on top and then actually pour in some of the milk. Yeah, not a macchiato, but that led me to what is actually my favorite drink, and that is the cortado, where it's just equal parts espresso and equal parts steamed milk. But most of the time, I'll be honest with you, what I used to get is, from most people after ordering a solo macchiato, I would get a single shot of espresso with a whole bunch of heavily frothed, thick milk with tons of foam on top. Yep, that is definitely a cappuccino. So keep in mind what the local cafes, that's still really good. But keep in mind what the local cafes are trying to tell you. Go to a real coffee shop, go to the ones that stick to traditional Italian espresso menus, and you will not be disappointed. Even this in and of itself is a great drink, but it's not a true solo macchiato. A real solo macchiato is just that nice, raw shot of espresso with just a little dollop of foamed milk on top. What are your favorite milk-based espresso drinks? Drop them in the comments below, and if you haven't done so already, please give me a like and subscribe. There's way more content coming your way. As always, remember, life is beautiful.